Today, you're gonna learn the 7 most controversial time management strategies. And when you use this, you're gonna stop being a slave to the matrix, you're gonna escape the rat race, and you're gonna escape the 9 to 5 and be free to live life on your own terms. Now, they're also gonna challenge you because I used to do these things and make these mistakes, but when I finally stopped, that was when my success was able to skyrocket. My name is Craig Ballantyne. I've written 3 books about productivity, and I want you to be open-minded today because I'm gonna say some things that you're not gonna like. But if you are open-minded and you make these changes, these are game changers, you will live the life that you want. And the first controversial time management strategy that you need to consider is to stop watching the NFL. If you watch the NFL, it's 4.2 average hours watched per week. It's 6 hours average on fantasy football. Some people spend 13 to 20 hours per week on fantasy football. Now that's 10 hours per week, 20 weeks in a year in a football season, not including preseason, and you have 200 hours. That's 5 full work weeks being stolen from you. And the people, the elites who want to hold you down just love it because you're sitting on your couch, you're drinking your Budweiser, you're eating your Pizza Hut, and you're getting tired. And you're waking up the next day and you're not a high performer. And you're spending all day chatting about the big game yesterday, about men you don't know playing a game for kids, and you are wasting your life on it. Now that probably hits you and hurts you, and you probably are raging against me right now, but trust me, I used to be the type of person who watched every Dallas Cowboys game when I was a teenager, but that stole so many hours from me. Video games stole so many hours from me. Other sports, watching professional sports stole those hours from me that I'll never get back. And they were like eating a McDonald's hamburger. It was so nutritionally empty, but in terms of my time. And when I kicked that stuff to the curb, my success skyrocketed. I understand the temptation. The last time I turned on the TV and watched the NFL, I was in a hotel room in Denver and I turned on a Green Bay Packers game just as I was unpacking. And the next thing you know, I was sitting there in a trance, and that's what the elites want. They want you to be a slave to that. And you're caring about something that doesn't matter. Now look at your life. Is it your health that's suffering, your finances that are suffering, your family, your marriage that is suffering because you're watching too many professional sports? You gotta kick it to the curb and use that time better. That's what you need to do. The second thing, since I already got you hating me, I may as well keep going down that road, and I want you to stop drinking alcohol. Stop drinking all alcohol. 1 drink per day or a couple drinks per week is not healthy, despite what some of those research studies claim to say. If you have an Oura ring, if you study your sleep stats, you know that a single drink can destroy your ability to recover. And I learned that the hard way last year when I was just like, I just have 1 or 2 drinks a month, I'm totally fine. I'm not the binge drinker that I used to be who wasted 20 hours a week on drinking and then recovering from hangovers. No, that was a huge waste of time, but still a single drink is a waste of your time. You don't need a drink to go out and enjoy yourself. You're better than that. And so when you stop drinking alcohol, you recover better, you sleep better, and you enjoy your time better, and you wake up the next day without that cloud and that fog, and you're able to be more successful. So kick it all to the curb. Kick the extra calories out of your life. There's absolutely no reason for you to require alcohol if you're a high performer. The third thing is that you need to actually be lazy. Now, some good news, right? Some good news. You need to stop making your bed. You've heard about if you make your bed in the morning, it's a small victory. It doesn't matter. Your customers don't care if you make your bed. None of that stuff matters. You don't need a small win to kickstart your high performance successful day. Most of the millionaires I know don't make their bed. They pay somebody else to make their bed. And so if you're wasting your time on that, get lazy, because you were not put here on this earth to make your bed, to clean your clothes, to do your groceries, to do all that stuff, to cut your lawn. No, somebody else can do it much better than you. You're not even good at making your bed. So let somebody else do that work, and you focus on what you were put here to do, to take your products and services out to the market, to sell them, and to change people's lives. And you don't change people's lives by making your bed. The fourth thing that you need to do is going to sound super crazy, but you need to work out less. If you're doing Ironman triathlons, if you're training 6 days per week, Why? You're not a professional athlete. You're not a professional bodybuilder. Sure, it gives you habits and it gives you health, but you are probably overemphasizing this area of your life. And it's a season of life that no longer serves you to be in the gym for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours a week. No, listen, right now the biggest problems in your life are your marriage or your finances, your business. Neither one of those is going to be fixed by you spending more time in the gym. So cut back on your workouts. Find the fastest, most effective, most efficient way for you to get health results, energy boost, and do that and kick the rest of the time to the curb and pour that into what really matters. Because for a lot of people, these long workouts are a perverse form of procrastination. They're running away, metaphorically on a treadmill, running away, or literally running away if you're actually doing triathlon training, you're running away from your problems. Running away from your problems. And again, this is coming from a fitness professional who specializes in short burst workouts, who knows that you can get amazing results in a short amount of time. So be efficient with your workouts and don't be trading that time for what you really should be doing. Now, the next thing is that you need to spend 80% of your time in your business selling. If you're not at the $1 million mark, my mentor, Mark Ford, said to me, if you do not have a $1 million business, 80% of your time must be spent selling. And even in a 35-hour week, you can hit the $1 million mark if you spend 28 of those hours selling. Now take a look at your calendar right now. How much time do you actually spend selling? Maybe you send one email to your list a week, you get on a sales call, maybe you put together a little bit of sales copy for a website, but it takes you 4 weeks to get it up. And the rest of your time is spent on scrolling Instagram, making content for Instagram, commenting on Instagram, avoiding sales calls, emailing people back instead of calling them back, and then doing all this admin work, setting up your LLC, all this stuff. How on earth do you think your business is going to grow if you spend 8% of your time selling? No, you got to spend 80% of your time selling. And you need to automate, delegate, and eliminate everything else. And you need to spend, if you're doing that 35-hour work week and 28 hours are going to sales and marketing, you spend 7 hours on leadership of the rest of your team so that they do the work and you get out there and do what will actually give your business success. Because selling is like oxygen for a human body. Human can't go without oxygen, just like a business can't go without sales. A real business, not those phony businesses that are getting investor money and burning through it all. That's not a real business that loses money year after year. No, we're in the business, a small business world where we have to create more revenue than we have in expenses. That's called profit, and that's what feeds our family. So you need to be spending 80% of your time selling. Now, how do you get there? Through the ADE formula. That's the next step you have to take. Doing less. Again, you were not put here on this earth to do your bookkeeping. You were not put here to edit your videos. You were not put here to load up your emails and send them out. That's another person's job. Your job is to sell, to grow the business, and to lead your team. And that's how you're going to be more productive and grow your business. And that's going to make you much more efficient when it comes to your time so that you're not working 50 to 60 hours a week saying, I will do it all myself. Because that is going to kill you. Those 5 words, I will do it myself, will kill you. So make sure that you are automating, delegating, and eliminating and doing less. Because less is more for success. And then the final thing that you need to do is to get up and follow the farmer's morning routine. And the farmer's morning routine is what I've been following since I learned it from my father, who taught me that you get up and you work on your number 1 priority first thing in the morning. So if you think that you need to get up and watch a YouTube motivational video, you need to journal, you need to make your bed, you need to do all of these things to get your mind right, you're an amateur. And you need to be a professional, the type of person who can, at the drop of the hat, the snap of the fingers, get to work at a high level. Think about a professional athlete. Sometimes they have games at 4 o'clock, sometimes they have games at 7, sometimes 1 o'clock. What if the athlete said, well, no, wait a minute, I got to do my routine and I only work best at 5:30 Central Time, so we got to make sure all games start at 5:50. No, nobody cares. Nobody cares because they say to the professional, we're going to tell you what time to play and you're going to bring your A game. And it's the same with your morning. You don't need to get your mind right because you're a professional and you're gonna show up every single day and do great work. And you have the greatest discipline, willpower, and intention first thing in the morning, and that's why you have to get down to business on your millionaire morning routine first thing. So when you add up all those 7 things, you stop watching sports, playing video games, watching those reality shows, whatever it is that your vice is, that's gonna buy you back a lot of time. Second, you're gonna stop drinking. You're gonna have more energy. You're gonna start being lazy by stop making your bed and doing little things that are perverse forms of procrastination. Then you're gonna work out less, okay? Because that will buy you a few more hours to focus on what really is the problem in your life. And it's not going from 11% body fat to 10% body fat. It's increasing your profits and making more time for your family. And then you're gonna make sure you spend 80% of your time selling because that's how a business really grows. That's the most efficient and effective use of your time. You're gonna automate, delegate, and eliminate. You're gonna do less and you're gonna get ahead by doing less, not by doing more. And then finally, you're gonna wake up and kick all those perverse forms of procrastination in the morning, all those guru morning routines. You're gonna stop doing those and you're gonna do the millionaire morning routine, the old farmer routine, and get down to work. So you might not like any of those things, but I guarantee you, if you are open-minded and you wanna be successful, you're gonna stop doing what everybody else is doing. Because everybody else is a slave to the matrix, everybody else is stuck in the 9 to 5, everybody else is in the rat race. And if you want to escape that, then what you have to do is think different, act different, and be contrarian. And take those time management, controversial time management principles, put them into place, and you're gonna get back hundreds of hours in a year that you can put into your wealth, put into your health, and put into your family, and you're gonna be so more successful because of it. All right? Like it, don't like it, let me know in the comments down below, and I want to hear your arguments so that I can persuade you to make those changes so that you can be more successful in your life, because that's all that matters to me. That's what I was put here to do, is to help you achieve more success.